Hey, y'all, welcome to the Fashion Hive. You got myself, Angelica DeShawn, and I'm here with my co-homeboy and homegirl.
I am Shaley Harper.
And I am Santos Arellano. Welcome back to another episode of the Fashion Hive.
Yes.
Well, today it's going to look a little bit different because we don't have, anyone else on staff. This is going to be just us talking.
Squad.
So, we have a couple of different things that we're looking to talk about. But really, here's our challenge to you today.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about a lot of different things. DM us, comment. Thread. That was something that came up in our last episode. But think about how you can interact with us. Like our videos, share our podcast if you're listening on Spotify, all of that stuff. That keeps us going. That tells us that you're listening.
Yep.
And drop some ideas and comments. And, we'd love to start answering some of those, in our episodes in addition to everything else that we're doing.
Yeah.
So. With that being said, I know Angelica and Shaley came ready to talk, so let's talk about
Always.
some of this.
Don't act like you don't like a little kiki too, okay? Don't throw this on us.
That's true. I'm sorry.
There's a reason why you're at this table.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, Shaley, welcome back. It seems like you've kind of just been like all over.
Yes.
So do you want to jump into that, where you've been and kind of what you've seen?
Just
Yeah, for sure. I've had a crazy busy summer. It's been one of the most fun summers ever. It's my last summer of college before I have to be a real adult. So I'm trying to cram in as many memories as possible.
Girl, you're all grown up. Look at you.
I know. I am getting ready for school to start my senior year. I just got back from Lollapalooza about a week or so ago. I went to California to see Taylor Swift.
Yes.
I went to St. Louis to see Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa.
Look.
I've had a crazy, awesome summer. So
I think if there's one thing to be said about our squad is that we have a love for fashion and music. But I feel like they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
They
they really do. Like, it sets the vibe. Like,
attitude, energy,
100%. Like,
yeah.
First of all, I got to give it to my girl here because when you were posting, I think literally, y'all, every post I'm like, girl, where is that coming from? Where did you get that? Where did you get that? So I need to know all the things. First and foremost, let's talk about, again, for the Swifties out there, your outfit that you brought on that day, girl. Let's talk about that.
Okay. Yes. I loved going to the Eras tour. I went in Santa Clara night one. It was mind blowing, honestly. But one of the main things I was, preparing was my outfit. I wore some knee-high, fully rhinestoned Gianni Bini heeled cowgirl boots. I've been saving them for a special moment.
I was going to say, I was like, that needs a silent moment, y'all. They were giving. If you did not see her post, like, you need to follow her just for the fact of seeing those boots.
Yes.
They need a moment.
I need to give them more of a spotlight, honestly, because you couldn't even see the full boots in the picture, and that was a crime.
We're going to make, so again, that tells me that we definitely need to make it a future thing where we do a shoe shine, like a spotlight on the shoes. So she can bring those things and they can have their moment. I think that's something.
I've always been a shoe girl. I have a closet. I've always had a closet dedicated to my shoes because I have that many and I can't let them go. There's always a shoe for the right occasion.
Yes.
And I want to make sure that I have it always.
I love it. I love it.
My dress was from Doll's Kill. I was told a lot that I looked like Glinda the Good Witch from Wizard of Oz. It has
in the dopest way.
Yeah, ruffly. It was all pink, all glitter.
Yes.
Like, I had to keep it in the package in my suitcase or else everything would have been covered in pink glitter, which, is
that a problem?
It's not.
It's
Worse
not.
things have happened.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so.
Right.
Worse things.
They really, truly. Look.
So it was kind of a high-low, short, poofy dress, and I was giving Lover's Era.
Yeah. Like, she was, like that glitter. Like, it was just confetti. Like, take that Eras tour, girl. Take it. It was gorgeous.
And then I got my girlfriend a dress to wear for the Eras tour also. It was also from Doll's Kill, so I got them both at the same time.
And this is what I was telling her. I was like, look, see, that's the thing. That's why we have to give all the props to that community, because when you can get your partner and be like, hey, girl, I got this fit for you. We're going to come in looking like Taylor's backup dancers. Are you down? And she's like, yes, I trust you, boo. Do it for me.
So walk us through that.
Right.
Like that conversation. Like,
right. That's what I'm saying. Because
that's not, like, you're going to a monumental thing. There are things that people would literally probably kill to go to a concert.
Oh, yes.
You know, we just didn't see it.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
On the next date line.
Thank you, Swifties, for holding it together.
Keeping it right.
Because clearly other fan bases cannot.
You know?
Not naming names for other people.
Right. Put it in the comments.
But walk us through that a little bit. Like, you had this idea, she had this idea, you both had this idea. What?
We got the tickets as a Christmas present, so we both knew we were going, and luckily we didn't have to personally deal with the trauma. My uncle absorbed all of the trauma of getting the tickets.
Shout out to Unc.
Yeah, shout out to Uncle Trey.
Hey.
But,
Uncle Trey, adopt me.
He also had to get the tickets in Santa Clara, California, because that was the only place available. So we had to make a pretty big trip to get there. It was totally worth it.
Yes.
As far as the outfits go, it went about the same as every other major event that me and my girlfriend go to, which is like, hey, we're going to this. Also, I got you an outfit.
Oh, done.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, look.
Done.
That's just
right. I'm
that's
showing
just
up.
the kind of girlfriend I am.
That's a beautiful thing.
You could appreciate that.
Right.
Though. Like, I feel like the biggest struggle in like relationships is like, where do you want to go eat? Like, Shaley's the type of person like, dinner's there.
Right. Meanwhile,
oh, what are we wearing? Your clothes
in
are right
heterosexual world, it ain't going down like that. It's like, hey, we going? What are you gonna wear? What are you gonna wear? No, I love that.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Every once in a while, we'll be going to something, and she's like, "Yeah, I just don't know what I'm gonna wear for this," and I'm like, "Oh, I know what you're wearing.
Yeah,
don't worry, it's
that
fine."
is beautiful.
You're like, hold up, one.
Right. Pull out a bag.
That's exactly
Stop
how it
it.
goes.
Right there,
That's
right
exactly how it
You
goes.
were. She is Glinda the Good Witch. That's why she had that dress on, girl. She was making dreams come true. She's Cinderella's godmother. You got You got a real life Cinderella.
So if I give you a budget, are you buying my clothes for the Fashion Week cruise?
Sure, no problem.
Easy.
Right. Look.
And then we have between you two, there's no reason I should ever be dressing
but that's
crazy.
what I was telling them. I'm like, even when I have credentials as a stylist, and your man's still gonna be like, I mean, yeah, it's dope or whatever. I'm like, no, I'm giving you a professional. You know what? I'm going to charge you for that hour that I was going. I'm charging you.
Invoice at the end of the month.
Yeah, that's a consultation.
Right. That's exactly a consultation. Okay. I'm invoicing you.
I think for all of my vacations, this is a major tip to anybody out there who likes to crazy plan like I do. Which is, I don't crazy plan my activities like this, I promise. This is just for my wardrobe. I create a Google Slides presentation, and I make a slide for every day of the week.
That's smart.
Sometimes, too, if there's a daytime and a nighttime kind of vibe going on. But I drag and drop all the pictures of what I'm going to wear. So I have, like, my clothing itinerary before the trip. And that's how I make it happen.
My mind is blown. I'm sorry. Like
no, but what's dope is that's literally what I do for clients. She's her girl and her personal stylist.
I do it for my friends too, for music festivals. Like whenever
you're witnessing an interview right now take place.
Yeah,
squad.
Because like me and my roommates, who are all my best friends, whenever we go places together, they're always like, "Well, what am I supposed to wear? What are you wearing?" So then, since I already have my clothing itinerary made, I share it with them. I'm like, "Okay, this is what I'm wearing every day, so you can get the vibe and match the vibe,
so
or not match the vibe."
Was this outfit that you're wearing right now? Walk us through this outfit.
Right.
The inspiration behind it.
Today, I was going for comfort, honestly, because I had to wake up at 6 a.m. and I am going to be going all day driving today. I have a total of 3.5 to 4 hours of driving today involved. So I wanted to go with black leggings because it'll match whatever top. And then I picked 2 basic, same style, different print graphic tees because I felt like in a graphic tee mood today. I don't know, but I just wanted to like keep it simple and comfy since we were going to be chilling and talking.
Love that. And before we go too far, I feel like I mention this every time, but I just have to continue to mention this because you're your sacrifice and your dedication should not go unnoticed. So kudos to you for your drive continuously to be part of these episodes and to be part of the team.
Yeah.
So thank you for
and
that.
And if you are watching any of the posts, like she is on it. Like
yes.
She creates the dopest content, and we are forever like very grateful for you.
Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Yes.
Okay, so you sorry, I didn't mean to
No,
interrupt.
go.
So you had mentioned eras.
Yeah.
And then Snoop Dogg, was there a fit behind that, or what was that?
Yes.
Ooh, okay. So it was actually insanely muddy that weekend. We knew, like, we saw videos from that venue the night before where it had stormed and people were just sliding down the hill of mud. So that one.
That actually sounds dope, though, but the way my closet's set up, I don't have trash bags in there. No, I'm not.
Yeah, So for the bottom half of me, I wore like just jean shorts and tennis shoes that I didn't care about because I knew if I had to sit down, the shorts were going to get ruined. The shoes were going to be muddy regardless.
Right.
But all of my friends, several of my roommates are into crocheting. Like they kill it. Like they've been spending the summer just sitting on the couch needling the coolest little creations. So we decided to go with like a crochet top theme. I wore a butterfly-shaped crocheted top that my friend Stella made. So shout out to Stella.
Shout outs to Stella. That is so dope. I'm so into crocheting right now. It's like I can't do it. Don't get it twisted. That's what Angelica cannot do crochet. But I love the way it looks. Like it's just so dope. Like classic 90s type vibe, right?
Yeah, because it's like the butterfly shape too and everything. Like it looks just like all the like sequence butterfly tops when it's crocheted.
Dope.
And all my other friends but it was my idea. I was like, hey, like you just made a crochet top too, you should wear that. And I have extra, so you wear this. That's how a lot of events go, honestly, because I have a lot of clothes, like too many for me to personally wear.
No such thing as too many clothes, girl.
But well, true.
Right.
I'm trying to refrain from buying too many more. Like I'm at a point where I actually feel like I have most of the clothes that I need.
Oh, that's
surprisingly. But whenever me and my roommates go places together, because I live with my 7 best friends and we're all like about the same size as each other. So like I just like be handing and loaning out my clothes for everything.
Beautiful.
That's awesome.
I mean, that's how it was when I was in college. I was in a sorority, and so it was like, hey, what do you got? Now, some of y'all who are watching this owe me some shirts.
I was going to say, right. How do you do that?
Y'all,
like,
girl.
Do what the teachers used to do. Like, you want this?
I literally had to check out.
Give me your shoe. Put it right here.
Listen, I had to check it. Like, you need to sign it out because after a while, things weren't coming back.
Yeah, I need to pull a Kris Jenner and put like a check-in list in my
For
closet because
that's awesome.
Yeah,
you need to get a library card. Like you got a library card to this.
That's a great idea.
You know what I mean?
Membership.
Send a QR code.
There you go.
QR code.
You know, I'm all about a QR code. I will set it up for you.
We love a QR code.
We do. It's dope. But
that is awesome.
So you're the visionary, it sounds like, behind all the dope looks, and you do an amazing job. Like,
thank you.
Super sick. The other one that I saw you. Was it a pink? There was it a pink look that I saw for, what's another event that you did?
Lollapalooza?
Yeah.
Was it the like pink and black one or the like lavender pink and like sparkles?
It was the lavender pink and sparkles moment.
That was my birthday outfit.
Oh, yes.
And just seeing you light up, you were like,
right. She sat all the way up, y'all. She was like, got close to the camera. That was my birthday.
That was for my 22nd
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Belated birthday.
To you.
Thank you guys.
Yes.
Thank you. I was so excited about that look. I was excited about all of my Lollapalooza outfits this year, if I'm being totally honest, because they killed. But that one, like, I had these beautiful, like, butterfly clips in my hair that looked like I was a living, breathing Snapchat filter.
Yes.
And, like, I love pink. It matched my boots. Like,
she ate
it
that
was
look,
sparkly.
girl.
It was reflective.
So.
Like, I had all of the elements. And there was a beautiful rainbow that day. It was a double rainbow all the way across the sky. Like, literally.
Like, you see end to end?
Yes, end to end. Like,
What?
and it was during Young Gravy's performance. And, like, there was a sunset on the opposite side. And it was truly the most beautiful moment that has ever existed in my entire life.
Look, that's when
and it was on my birthday.
The chakras align, y'all.
It was on my birthday in my best outfit. And I got the best pictures. And I'm going to remember that forever.
look, birthday energy this year. Like, I love too that it was a festival because I did the same for my birthday. Like, I did a Coachella theme, so I did not rock the pink, but I did have all the glitter, like the rhinestones, did that whole thing. It was such a vibe. Like, I love a good festival vibe and tying that into your birthday. Like, I feel like that's the energy this year, right?
Yeah.
If you were not doing a festival, either going or creating your own, you weren't showing up.
Yes, and happy belated birthday
Thank
to you.
you.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna share my age because we ain't in the 20s, honey. But I try to keep it cute, like I am. I mean, if you want to think I am,
We could all be 22.
You know what? I'm 22. This is Taylor Swift. 22. Yeah. But yeah, no, definitely did Coachella. It's just a play on words there, and did the whole like sparkle. It was dope. Like, all the people who came participated in that, and really like tap it into, like we were talking about earlier, just collectively, just again how music and fashion come together. Had local dope artists, like he was playing reggae music. Really shout out to Brody Allen, super dope dude. Came in and blessed the group with just some really Coachella vibes, reggaeton. So it was super dope. Like,
Love
super
that.
dope. Yeah.
My friends and I go to festivals a lot, and every time we say, like, our favorite part is how every person comes dressed like how they would dress their avatar in a video game.
That is
like,
Okay, that's an interesting perspective.
that is real. She's so right.
Like, people get to fully express themselves without holding back anything. And that is my favorite part. Like the rave braids that people do with all the colors and all the styles. Like, people do their hair to the fullest, their makeup to the fullest, their outfit to the fullest, their shoes to the fullest. Like, the glitter, rhinestones
that's put
to the
into
fullest.
that. Like, and the placement of everything. Like,
like, people get to show exactly who they are, and nobody's like ashamed or nervous or scared of expressing themselves how they want to at a festival.
I agree. It's celebrated. The bigger, the better. Like, the more you go out and you live into that, the more people are like, what?
Yeah.
Like, that's so dope.
People will wear like the smallest amount of clothes you've ever seen, and people will wear the most clothes you've ever seen. And there's everything in between. And like, it's just like you're living in a video game.
So cool.
Yeah.
So, not in your group, what was your favorite outfit that you saw and your least favorite outfit?
Good question, Santos.
And then we'll jump over to Angelica after this. What was your favorite outfit that you saw that was at your birthday party?
Okay. All right. That's a good one.
It's hard to say least favorite just because there's so many people that come casual, which is like totally fine too. Like, if you're coming for comfort, like, power to you. Like, it is a music festival, and like I said earlier, you're there to dress however you want. If that's how you want to dress, I am not here to knock you down. That looks comfortable, or that looks great for you. And I don't have any specific like bad looks in mind. Good looks in mind, from not artists, just the people.
Gen Pop.
There was this girl that had this skirt on that was like white stripes on the side with like big purple stars. It was kind of like a athletic looking, but like it was like corduroy, but like a little sporty vibe. I don't know. It was so cute. But I was just
literally
like, oh my
picturing
God.
it in my head.
Yeah,
It sounds
like
dope.
that's what stuck in my head. I was like, oh my God, I want that skirt.
Yes.
I want to own it. Yeah.
Yes.
Did you ask her about it?
I didn't.
It
was too busy and loud.
I am not afraid. I literally will chase someone. Hey, you want to make a friend? I'm your friend. I need to know all the things about it. Like, and I feel like you were saying earlier, made fashion, like when people are DIYing, like people are out here. Shout outs to YouTube, who's creating new sewing individuals, new seamstress. Like, people are out here doing the damn thing when it comes to like creating these looks.
Oh yeah.
And it's amazing. Like, that's so cool that your roommates are into crocheting. Like, I think we're really seeing a movement where people are really taking that opportunity of like, if I can't find it on the rack, I'm going to create it. And that, to me, that's when you know fashion is like really at a super amazing time, when creativity is like, it's there and it's embraced and people are digging it. So.
And I feel like we're at the easiest time.
Right.
Because there's YouTube, because there's podcasts, which, I mean, it's hard to listen to a podcast to learn, but like a lot of this, 40, 50 years ago, there wasn't YouTube, there wasn't podcasts, there wasn't where you could just pop into a sewing class like you learned at home.
Right.
Now you could pop into a sewing class. Now you can do, all of these different things. And we see a lot of that here in Kansas City, and we're seeing a big pipeline of fashion designers that have come from the schools of House of Pamela Renee.
Yeah.
And that's not, it's not just a fashion major. It's someone who just felt this inspiration and they did it.
And they went out and got that skill set. Yeah.
So we think that we'll see your friends ever as designers on the Fashion Week runway, or is that a lot for them to undertake?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I'm gonna go with no. I mean, not that I don't believe in them. I just know that that's none of their interests. Yeah. Like, they love to come and watch me whenever I'm modeling, but none of them have really expressed like an interest in working in fashion at all.
And I can say, and it has to be, I mean, it's a big undertaking too, right? And a lot of people want to keep those skill sets and really hold them as something sacred, because once you make something a job, it becomes a job, right? Mm-hmm. So I dig it. I mean, I totally respect that. But yeah, I think it's so cool when you see people who are like, I never sewed a day in my life, and I made this beautiful garment. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I saw this weird thing the other day just about like this high school student in Texas won a contest where they made their prom dress out of duct tape. And
they do that. Well, every year, Duct Tape hosts a contest for scholarships. So every year, people make duct tape dresses, and I'm just shook because they look good.
Yes, and then you see people like at festivals and stuff, and they're also rocking like materials you would never think about, and they're creating these dope, amazing like pieces, and you're like, I don't know. That's when I really feel like that's when for me, I get the warm fuzzies like when it comes to fashion, because I think people think that you have to have like, I have to have this career. I have to go to this amazing school or be mentored by the finest people in Italy or Milan. It's like, no, you just have to really just have that drive, and have that creative energy.
You can have that drive anywhere. You can have that drive on YouTube tutorials.
You know,
it doesn't matter.
Right. Get on that YouTube tutorial. Get that sewing machine out and watch that video 102 times. Look.
And it still won't make sense.
No,
and
your
sewing machine's going to get stuck a million times in the process.
Right.
But you'll figure it out.
Yeah, and even if you get one good garment, like you just get that one.
Yep.
Look.
Yeah, I wanted to start making bucket hats. I was into bucket hats for like a good 6 months last year. Like I was...
They're bad. I have one in my bag right now.
I was like, I'm doing this. And then I watched one video and I was like, no, I'm good.
I'm not doing it.
I'm good. So I reached out to a couple of designers who have been on the runway at Fashion Week, and I have bought several bucket hats from them because they know how to do it. I like their work, and I'm supporting Kansas City people.
So you're a resource. That's what you do.
Exactly.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
I saved my time, my frustration, and I was like, just take my money.
Right, just take it.
Give me a favor.
But it was custom. Now you have custom ones that no one can touch.
It is custom.
That's dope.
Yeah. And they were like, we think we're going to do this. And I was like, how much for me to take all of your fabric so you do not make another hat like that?
Ooh, you did that? Look at Santos.
I was like, I don't want, and they were like, you do know we could go get more. And I was like, okay, you're right. I was like, okay.
Santos doing boss moves. I would like to buy out your inventory.
Yeah.
Santos.
But yeah. So
Godfather moves.
I will say though, one of the designers does thrifting. That's how they recycles their fabric. So that it's going to be a little harder for them because they don't believe in buying.
See, and that's dope too. Like the upcycle movement that I'm seeing, like
upcycle.
Yeah, they call it upcycling. It's so dope. Like,
I said recycle.
I know. I heard it. But that's why. I wasn't going to call you out. I was just like upcycle.
Right.
And then you were going to pick it up, and we were going to move on. But since he called it out, Santos said.
Idiot.
Right, you idiot.
Idiota.
You idiota. Oh, yeah. If you watch our past episode, if you're going to come for us, you got to speak a different language. Yeah. You idiota. Yeah. But the upcycling, seriously, that is a movement. And it's super cool. Like, I see it. The dopest thing I would say, like, that I've seen in upcycling is where people are taking, your grandmama's blanket off the back of the couch. If y'all watch Roseanne, everybody's seen an episode of Roseanne. Don't play with me.
Right.
Okay. Like, everyone.
Oh.
What? Girl, she's 22.
I'm a child.
She's 22, bro. But anyway.
Okay, well, when you're back in town for Fashion Week, I'm just going to sit you down in front of a computer.
I'm literally going to bring that. So she has this blanket on the back of her couch, and I'm sure you've seen those tutorials like on, or TikToks where people are taking like your grandmama's blanket off the back of the couch and they're making the dopest pants. And I'm like, look, I'm about to do that. If you all see me in the next episode and I'm wearing your grandmama's Afghan on my pants, don't even say nothing to me. Because I'm going to be feeling good, okay?
Is that your grandma's code?
What?
Yep.
What?
So is. She let me have it. So, no, I love that. I think it's just super dope that we're creating like a community of people, just creativity and embracing that. And I think festivals are lit for that. Super dope.
Yeah.
But
okay, so your favorite outfit at your Coachella.
Yeah, Coachella. So my homegirl Jenny, listen, don't play with Jenny. I told her she needs to come out to Fashion Week and try out. So Jenny, I know you're going to watch this. I'm calling you out in front of the people. But yeah, she came. So backstory on Jenny, she's a mom, but she is the dopest. Again, I'm a mom too. Just because you can become a mom doesn't mean you cannot be fly. And she came with a fringe, like it was like the brightest turquoise you've ever seen fringe swimsuit. And then she had like the fairy makeup and she had her hair in space buns. She looked like a goddess. Like she understood the assignment. She did extra credit. She called in and decided she wanted to get a college license degree in that subject, and she
did it.
she ate it. She ate that. So, Jenny, you killed it. You killed it. So yeah, that was the dopest look at my birthday, I would say.
So we were at Phil, Jermaine, and I went to the communique with at FGI, and
why does that sound like the start of a joke? Phil, Jermaine, and I walk into a building. I'm like, oh Lord,
here we go.
Right.
This is where the podcast
right,
gets
and
canceled.
this is where we put the disclaimer on the screen. Cue disclaimer.
Demonetized.
You know what I mean? Like, and right, go. Sorry.
Anyways, Tisha's like, that is not, period, not going out.
Right. No.
So we went to the communique and they were talking about how like fringe is back.
Huge.
So was that a huge, I mean, like, okay, so this is obviously the communique is them talking about what they saw at, Paris and New York. And so, so is that a thing now all the way over there? Was it back?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. At the very beginning of the summer when I went to New York City for a study abroad, it was like a 1 week study abroad program.
So dope.
And one of our assignments was to go to like Mood Fabrics and M&J Trimmings and these other stores for sewing supplies, and we were supposed to look at trends, and like the number one trend was fringe. Like everywhere sold fringe. It was very obvious that it was fringe.
Yeah. See, I've been seeing it like Hot Country Nights.
Oh yeah.
You know, like it's the pink fringe or whatever.
Well, and at the Eras tour, like people are tapping into like the country roots of Taylor Swift and like, I don't know, fringe is just fun. Like people are tapping back into the fun elements of fashion, and like not everything has to be so practical. You can just have a bunch of little strings hanging from your sleeve because you want to.
That's the thing too. That's what I love, like the fact of you can have your practical pieces, but I feel like you really come alive when you do get those impractical things. And I think the one thing that I do say, not to be a hypocrite, I do say when I'm styling people, like a cost per wear type situation, right? That's the one thing I try to educate my clients about. But when it comes to where we're at in the trends, like when it comes to that, if you buy a dope, like really structured, greatly made garment that is like a statement piece, you're going to have moments. Like, you're going to have moments where you could bust that thing out. Like, it's just about making it versatile. Like, if it's kind of like a crop situation, crop top with the fringe, throw a blazer over it, put it with some jeans and wear it to dinner. Take that blazer off, put it with a skirt and wear it out. Like, there's different ways to take that non-practical piece, make it a little bit practical, and make it last. Like, that's my styling tip for the day. I'll invoice everybody who's watching this. Put your invoice information in the comments.
Drop your email.
Drop your email so I can send you an invoice. No, but for real. But that's the knowledge that I like to tell people. Like, like you can buy those less than practical pieces and make them a little bit practical or not. Like, that's the dope thing about fashion right now.
Yeah,
right?
That is awesome.
Yeah. So.
Right. Trying to stay away from like the grabs of fast fashion.
Yes.
Because that is like a major thing that I'm personally trying to work on.
Yes.
Because I realized how much I was contributing to the problem, and I was buying all, like, for a vacation, I would buy a new outfit for, like, every day, and I'm like, why am I doing that? Like, I already own clothes, so I have stopped doing that.
I saw the funniest thing. That's funny that you brought that up. I saw this funny thing. It was like, y'all are out here buying new clothes for your vacation when the people at the vacation haven't even seen your old clothes. I was like, dang, I never thought about that. Right? Like, they don't even know your old clothes.
That's a great point.
I'm like, and nobody, mind blown.
And I think like a big contribution to that kind of like mental state is like people don't want to post in the same outfit twice.
Facts. Yeah.
And like people don't care as much as you think they care. No. Like people aren't cross-referencing, and if they do, they're like, "Oh, this looks familiar. I think I saw her wear this before." And what about it?
Right.
Like, if you own it,
what about
like you
it?
still own the shirt.
Right.
You're gonna wear it
I wish
again.
we could put that in big letters across the screen. And what about it? What about it? And secondly, like if they are checking on you like that,
that's a fan.
I was getting ready. Girl, look, this is why the energy is here. They are a whole fan. They got your fan club president. They have buttons made. They're campaigning on your behalf, and you're not in the room. That is a whole fan.
And they got your post notifications on at the end of the day.
They do every single day. Every single day. They got you on the wall like Taylor Swift singing to you in the morning. That's what happened. That is what's happening. So correct. So.
Well, and I think, I mean, that's pretty spot on, because I don't know how many times where people are like, "Oh, I've seen you wear that suit." It's a suit.
No, they did not come to you like
exactly.
that.
Yeah,
what?
like, "Oh, I've seen you wear that before."
Okay.
Right. I'm wearing a different shirt. Well, yeah, last time you were wearing this. Right. So it's a different outfit. Like, you could change your shoes and it's a different outfit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
I don't even remember, like, the outfits that I wear myself half of the time. Like, I'm not remembering. Look, and I've said this to my friends before, too. I would be an awful friend, because if any of them went missing and I was asked what they were wearing that day, I would have no idea. Right. I'd be like, I was with them for 5 hours, but I don't know what color shirt they were wearing. Sorry. I would be helpless. Like. I would be so helpless. So I'm sorry.
Now, because of my styling background, I do remember a fit, but let me just say that to your person, and the words of my niece, how dare you? How dare you? Like, unless you are going to contribute with your credit card information to up my ante when it comes to my fashion wardrobe, I need you to silencia. Because again, only in another language are we coming for you. Silencia.
Yeah, it's just crazy to me, because I mean, I think we see it a lot of times, even like you said, that's honestly the biggest part of it, is like people are contributing to fast fashion,
right?
Because it's cheap, it's fast, the availability, all of that,
right,
is just right there, really at a couple presses of a button, you know. But the other component to me is like, when you go out, if you're worried about what someone thinks about like what specifically you're wearing, then to me, then you're not comfortable as it is. Right. You know what I mean? Like there's times that I'll go out and I'm in, you know, joggers and a t-shirt, and people are like, "I can't believe you wore that to Texas Roadhouse." And I'm like, "It's Texas Roadhouse." Like, this isn't Trezo Bar.
Right,
you know, this isn't Capitol Grill.
I can't believe you wore that.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Bobby, the waiter is gonna be so bad.
Like you're eating peanuts, not sushi.
Peanuts out of a barrel too, girl. It's in a whole barrel. When am I supposed to come in? You're looking at
and they throw them on the floor.
You know what I mean? Like, I should have came in here in overalls. I graced you with these joggers.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, if we're talking about dressing the occasion,
no shirt, no shoes, no service. I check both of those. We're good.
We're good. And it truly could say optional. Like, let's be real. Like, if we're really talking about it, like, come on. But yeah, I think it's funny when people have their opinions about it. Like, stay over there. If you're worry about yourself.
People just like to have opinions about things. Like, I've definitely noticed that, and you can tell when it's like one of those kind of people that just like to have a opinion.
Yes.
That you can tell they don't care about the opinion personally, because you've heard it elsewhere. They just adopted someone else's opinion and just ran with it.
Repeating it.
Yeah, to sound like educated or whatever. But like, people don't know anything.
Do you know what the funniest thing to me too about the people who have the opinion? Not once have you, and I'm just keeping it real. Like, look, the people who usually have the opinion, I've never once said to them, you really got it going today. Like, You did that. I've never gave them an 8 conversation. Like, ooh, you ate that outfit. Nope. Never. Nope. Never. But you're going to come in here and talk to me about it. Nope.
Right. And
never.
I like really struggle with like how to respond to people sometimes because I can't tell if they're like being for real or if they're just being facetious. So I'm like,
Right. Well, my
like
face.
That's
that's what I'm saying. My face usually responds before my mouth even gets to. My face is already checked in. Oh, really? She's already checked in.
I am bad with the facial expressions. I mean? Right. I can keep my mouth shut.
You know what I mean?
I can stop the words from coming out, but I can't stop the face from saying it all.
I might as well just have a scroll bar that's across my eye because my face is already like,
Yeah.
You come for me? You. Hold on. Let me close my eyes. Oh, yep. It's still you. You. But like, yeah, I mean, listen, don't. That's all I'm saying.
Basically, keep your opinions to yourself.
Right.
If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it.
Or if you don't have a podcast where people are listening to your opinions on fashion.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Well, speaking of opinions, there was a couple of things that I wanted to talk to you guys about since this is just kind of a free-for-all episode.
Let's go.
Let's talk about the Britney Spears experience going on right now.
Honey.
So, hold up. Brought to you by.
I'm wearing a Britney Spears replica T-shirt. If you're not watching on YouTube, it is the blue and orange Dump Him T-shirt. Because I stand by that.
Right. Stand by
I don't care who he is. Just dump him.
Right. Just get rid of him. Bye.
Throw the whole man away.
Yes. But speaking of that, let's just say this. Since we're talking about Britney, look.
She threw the whole man away.
Girl, well, first of all, I think Homeboy played the long game. Look, I'm saying it. I'm putting it out there. Like, he knew what was going on. He read all the documents. He knew exactly how much he had to put in on that prenup. So here's the thing. You guys know the ins and outs of it, right?
Yeah. Yes.
$15 million is what Homeboy gets, and he gets it over a course of he gets like $1 million a year, some $1.5 million.
This boy just signed a NFL or NBA
you know what I mean?
contract.
He sure did. He was like, so you're telling me if I stay in the trenches for shaving her head off, if she decides to do that stuff again, I'm just guaranteed out the bag. Yeah. 15 mil. They're like, yeah. It's like long game.
I do agree. There's probably definitely some hidden motives, which is really unfortunate. But when you have that level of like wealth and status, like there's going to be people that want what you have.
Absolutely.
Her own family wanted what she had.
That's true.
That's what makes me sad.
And took from her. So if that is the same situation with him, like I would be even more heartbroken, but not more surprised.
No. And listen, I feel like she should have known what K-Fed did a reverse NBA player style on her. Yeah. He was like, I'm going to have 2 babies, and then she's going to pay me. That's my opinion. All views here are not that of Casey Fashion Week. They're only solely the opinion of the individual in the seat, me.
I'm that person.
I'm that person. The individual in the seat is me. Like, I feel like poor Britney, listen, like she's just out here, like all of us single girls, just trying to find a boo thing who's not trying to get in her pockets. And she can't.
Good luck. I feel almost like with everything, like both sides of the aisle, like, you know, regardless of like you said, if someone is in her position, they're going to want what you have. Yeah. Period. Ugh. Yeah.
But Britney, like, again, and I'm not coming for Britney because I'm speaking in English, but when's the last time my girl had, like, a song? Tell me. Hit me, baby, one more time with the song, please.
With a new one.
Hit me, baby, with a new hit.
I would
hit
love
me with
that.
The hit, baby.
I would love a Britney Spears comeback,
saying?
but I don't think she's ready, and I don't think she wants to. Yeah. And I don't want her to do it if she doesn't want to. But if she changes her mind and wants to go on tour or pick up another residency in Vegas, like, I'm going to be there.
I'll tell you, I support that because I did see Britney when she came here for Circus right before she, took a little hiatus.
I'm so jealous.
And she killed it. Like, production-wise, I haven't had the blessing of seeing Tay Swift, but I did see Beyonce. And I will say, and no cap, Britney gave a show. Like, she gave a dope performance. Like,
she's that girl.
She is that girl. So, but again, I feel like Santos said, we got to get the paper up since we're going to be paying out child support to our baby husbands. So we got
new music coming soon.
Right, new music coming soon.
All I know is she got a chill bit on some of her social media posts.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Like, because I think you're given she either has to chill or we all have to come around to that real fast.
I think we need to step up to her level. Like, she is being her true self.
The call to action from Shaley.
Right, that's what
putting out what she wants.
That's true.
We all need to be a little more like Brittany.
Right. That's true. She is no holds barred, though.
Yeah.
The girl's like, this is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
Unapologetically her.
Yes.
And so, I mean, to loop it back to fashion, we talked about being unapologetic with the clothing that the people are wearing at
festivals and things.
At festivals and at birthday parties and celebrations. I mean, one thing that I'm really excited to see is the designers that are going to be coming down, or the designs that are going to be coming down the runway this in September, but specifically the people in the crowd. I mean, we are talking about. Sometimes you'll see all sorts of different things. There's one guy there who he does not need a cane. Like, he just doesn't. He's young. He's spry. Some nights he has
but
it.
That outfit needed a cane.
But that outfit needed a cane. And I'm like, okay,
right,
like Grandmaster Flash,
right? You know what I mean? And he points to you with it. If he points to me with it, right? If he did that, I'd be like, yes.
Yeah.
And next season, everyone's walking down the runway with a cane.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and so like speaking of that, like my mom, she goes like, okay, like I got her tickets for this upcoming show, or on Saturday coming up, and she was like, what do I wear? And I was like, clothes,
right?
And she was like, well, yeah, but like, what do I wear? And I was like, clothes.
Right.
Like, people show up in T-shirts, comfortable.
A variety.
And then people show up in clothes
out.
Yeah, they show out in clothes that I wouldn't wear, that I couldn't wear. I'd get disowned from the church. You know
right.
what I mean?
Like,
doors are locked.
Right. We have taken away your membership. We voted as a congregation. You ain't in.
You're dead.
Right. You're done.
And I'm like, what would Jesus do?
Jesus said he would not do that.
He does not approve of you wearing his Jerusalem cruisers.
Right.
They're Birkenstocks. They're Birkenstocks.
So we have footage of you at Fashion Week trying to steal the identity of Jesus. They got a whole Norton thing on you for identity for Jesus.
They like slap it down.
Right.
Is this you?
It's you?
Yes.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Right. Jesus. You ain't Jesus.
Right. You're not him.
Right. You ain't him. Stop it.
But yeah.
But it's couture.
Yeah.
No.
But she was like, so what do I wear? And my brother's coming and he's 15. And so she was like, what about him? And I'm like, Hudson? He'll figure it out. Like,
right. Facts.
Hudson, he is his own person. We go like to stores all the time when he's with me. And like, he will just find the most random shirts. Like a while ago, he found like some Smokey the Bear shirt.
Yes.
Super retro looking, super cool looking. And he's like, I want this.
Yes.
And I was like, do you have money? And he was like, no.
So stoic.
And I was like, yeah, stoic.
Yeah.
And I was like,
no.
I got you. Meanwhile, I did send an invoice to my mom.
Right. Hey, your grandson.
Right, exactly.
He's out here spending money.
Yeah. So, I'm always excited to see the outfits that are on the runway and the outfits that are off, that are in the crowd. But more importantly, I always love seeing our staff and what we wear.
Yes.
So do you guys have any upcoming ideas? I mean, not to like throw it out there before, reveal, but
he wants to spoil the looks now.
I know. I already know. I have 2 outfits, 2 of the 4 outfits picked out. So
I'm kind of slacking. I don't have anything picked out this year, but there's a reason, okay? And it's because I am not going to buy anything new this year, which I usually would. So like I said earlier, I'm committing to not, indulging in fast fashion as much. So I'm going to use Rent the Runway.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I
That's
love
awesome.
that. So for me, I am definitely now again for all my animal people, these are fake feathers. They're not real feathers. As I say this with a disclaimer, but I'm definitely giving a feather moment.
Okay.
And it's going to be super bossy, and I'm really excited about it. So that's one look that I have already locked and loaded, but who's to say what my other ones would be? But I'm inspired by this conversation, though. I feel like I need to touch on all aspects here. I need some fringe. I need some crochet. Like I'm really in my leather moment, as you can see. Like I've been.
So
dope.
We do have someone who uses or who does crochet. So I was super excited to see her. But then there is a peacock. So she's doing a peacock vibe, for her design or all of her designs. But they are peacock feathers, like that are naturally, that they fall off or whatever. So like they're not taken,
they're not sourced from the animal.
Yeah, they're not sourced directly from them, but like if they fall off, basically
that's dope.
The cat were to shed,
Ethical sourcing.
So who is that person though? Who's just like, feather?
I know. Yep, they're gotta go get it. And then like the wind's blowing, they're like chasing it around the farm.
So we have a report today. We have 3 that look like they're gonna fall. That's where my brain goes. I don't know. They're
like, it's going to be windy.
Yep.
Let's get ready.
You need everybody on 3 directions.
You're going to take north. Right. You're going to take south. Yep. The wind's blowing from the east.
I've been following Samsonite around. He's not producing.
His feathers are ready. Well, that is interesting, though, to hear kind of what you guys are. I'm kind of doing a more. One of the nights is going to be dedicated to my grandmother, so it's going to be like Hispanic based.
Yes, I love that.
Because it'll actually be on her birthday, so doing that in memory of her. But yeah, then like I said, going to be re-wearing some suits. Yeah. So, changing
Point
up the
shirt,
out.
Point them out.
Exactly.
If you see Santos, I would like you all to be like.
Yep, saw that one.
Yeah.
We saw that one last year.
I just want you to walk up to him and just say, again.
Again, really?
And a very monotone and stoic, again.
Right.
Really? Really?
I will say, though, I'm super excited for the Fashion Week cruise.
Yes.
That's in October.
Yes.
Because we're going to stop in Nassau. And I have some friends down there.
Dope.
And there's a designer down there who the last time I was there met with her, and she's actually making a piece for me. So I have no idea what it looks like. I told her what I'm looking for, some of the colors that I'm looking for. And so when I go down there in October, I get to pick it up. So I'm super excited. So,
taking cruises to pick up garments. Look at this.
Yeah,
Jeez.
So it'll be interesting to see.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're trying to get like him. That's my grown-up.
I don't know about that.
Grown-up list.
I don't know about that. Because then you're re-wearing suits.
Hey, I know, right? We can't be we can't be out here being called out in the street.
I'm not knuff or whatever that saying is.
That's hilarious.
That's so has anyone watched the Barbie movie?
I have.
I need to. What did you think?
It was a 10 out of 10. 100 out of 10.
That's what I'm hearing.
It is my new favorite movie.
That's what I'm
all
hearing.
Time.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to like truly debate that because I have so many favorite movies, but it is, I'm going to go all time. It's my new favorite.
What did it bump out of the way? That's a good comparison, right? Like what was it before Barbie made her appearance?
Okay.
And why was it your favorite?
I'm going to compare it to similar movies because I have other favorite movies that are totally different.
That's fair.
But I'm going to compare it to my other like chick flick favorites like Clueless, Legally Blonde, Mean Girls. Those are my 3 like pink all girl movies. Like that's the trifecta.
That is the trifecta.
But Barbie has plowed its way through the trifecta and has been now a new front runner for me.
Well, okay, so I'm just gonna say this as someone Clueless. When it comes to fashion, like making, Clueless is timeless. We have people now who still, if I was Dion one year for Halloween,
I was Cher,
and I ate it. Okay, so for Halloween episode, I really feel like we should revise our looks. And so, who are you gonna be? You gonna be Elton?
You can.
Gone away.
All I know is that the cruise itself will have a Halloween party night.
Yes.
So that is
exciting.
So
you're gonna see. I think we should commit to it. Like we should give Clueless its flowers and do an episode where we're dressed like I'll come as Dion.
On the ship.
Okay, we got it. But I say this though that Clueless literally is a pivotal movie when it comes to fashion and like just trend setting. So for you to say that Barbie trumps that,
when I tell you every outfit in this movie was done to the tiniest detail, including they toned the color of Margot Robbie's blonde to match every single outfit.
What? No, they did not.
They did. They would use some.
Okay.
They would use
like a toner.
Right.
Yeah.
They would use like a pink colored toner for some looks, a blue colored toner for others.
What?
Like some of them were like more of a gold iconic Barbie blonde. Like they had it all planned out to the shade of blonde, because that's Barbie.
Right.
That's
and
Barbie.
see, that is Barbie. And I'm sad because I went to yesterday, had the honor of going to the Women's Empowerment dinner. It was like a luncheon thing, and it was all these boss women here in Kansas City that really paved the way and like broke barriers. Like there was women who now own these multi-million-dollar construction companies that took on major projects here in Kansas City, like the Kansas City Current project, and just really bossing it out. Like, and they brought up literally the Barbie movie, the room. I walk in and it's pink for one. Like, and I'm like,
you knew what time it was.
I knew it was time. Like, I feel like my voice got a higher octave. Like, hi, Barbie. Like, I knew the moment I walked in. Beautiful centerpieces, like, kind of giving this kind of vibe here. So, literally knew when I came in. And for me, I have not seen the movie, which is a tragedy, especially now that my homegirl's saying, like, Angelica, you're missing out. But like, I know. And then like, that was you have these boss women who are paving the way in these amazing, amazing industries. And they all were referring back to the empowerment of it, which is, it's pretty dope, because if you go back before, Barbie really wasn't given that type of notoriety, right? Barbie was seen as kind of an oppression to women. Like they were saying that she's creating this stereotype that's hard to live up to. So to know that that film has changed that, I mean, how long has that trajectory been there for Barbie?
Right, a long time. And they've been trying really hard to step out of that narrative in the past decade or so. And like this movie finally drove the message home,
which is like that to me in itself is powerful. Like, one, I know that the movie is directed by a woman, right? It's directed Greta Gerwig, yeah. So for these women, for that woman to come in and make a film that's changed 60 years plus of a narrative in one film, y'all, like, wow,
that's powerful.
Right? That is powerful, right? That is like, that's crazy to think of.
And they touch on that in the movie. I'm not going to spoil too much, but they do talk about the narrative that Barbie has created,
right?
And I'm not going to talk about it anymore. But like the movie is just so good. It touches on all avenues of feminism and all avenues of womanhood and just what it means to everyone, and like what Barbie means to everyone, and like I don't know. I was shook. I got that vibe because, again, literally when these women are coming on stage, again from a narrative that they had, they were greeting each other like, "Hi, Barbie," and they like everyone was like, "I need to see this movie." I was like, "I'm gonna go right now,"
which is good. I mean, so if you think about it, I mean, think of the brands that have had, whether it was intentional or unintentional. They've had this messaging or they've had this idea of this is who we are and this is who our clientele is, or this is who we are and this is what we, are looking for. Right. To be vulnerable as Mattel and vulnerable in the Barbie brand itself to say, we're going to rewrite this. Right. They didn't have to do this. I mean, yes, it's making them money. Don't get me wrong. But it's a major play. You're right. It's a gamble. A lot. That takes a lot. And it's a gamble. Yeah. Like, and now's the time. It's about time. It is about time. Like to apologize for what people are upset about. You know, to apologize for what image that they portrayed over the past of what a woman should be. Yeah, exactly. Like, people were expecting and wanting an apology, and this movie kind of like facilitated that conversation. That's so awesome. That's good. I definitely will come next to this circle next time we meet. I promise. I'm gonna. You'll have the review. I'm going to. I was gonna go see it last night, and then I got tired and bored. And well, it'll make you not tired and not bored. So you missed your remedy. Yeah, she just apparently. It was a long week. So okay. Is what she said. Again. Yes. If you hear her say again, you right. Well, I mean, I'm not sure if you watched the episode where I was like, could you imagine like this show when they do this thing where like their goal is to design things, and Shaley goes, it's Project have you heard of Project Runway? And
Yes,
I was like, yes, but like I'm talking at the Kansas City Fashion Week level, Shaley. I'm
Well,
not
did
talking.
you
And she was
know?
like,
There's a whole Kansas
Josh-
City season of Queer Eye.
That's what I was
I mean,
gonna
like,
say.
you got it out there.
You guys, fun fact, did you know our beloved Josh Christensen, who does Kansas City Fashion Show, was indeed on.
yes. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I know. It was bad. It was a bad time for me, but I was having a
was
hard
okay.
time putting it into words.
yes. You couldn't find a word.
And she was like, "That's Project Runway."
Yes.
And I was like, "Okay."
okay.
My
yes.
apologies.
Right.
Yeah. I don't need to come out with a movie, I guess.
Right. That's hilarious. But no, definitely Barbie is something to see, and I know it's still in theaters, most major theaters.
Mhm.
Now, still a lot of showtimes
Yeah.
too, from what I saw.
Oh, absolutely. I work at a movie theater,
Yeah.
and I've never seen so many people come dressed up for a movie.
Ooh.
Like,
Oh, I love
every
it.
time, like, I see a group of friends come in, and they're all wearing pink, and I'm like, you're seeing Barbie, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't have
Yep.
to ask them what movie they're there to see, because I
Yep.
can just tell.
I
That's
love it.
interesting.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
cool.
I
mean,
love
that's-
it. I love it so much.
And I will say, you know what's so dope about that? I like to touch on that. So I worked in the movie theater. That was like my first job, and it was like all the crazy thing that's going on in our community, where you're seeing like mass shooting and stuff. Not to go in a Debbie Downer type of situation, but I think this is the first movie where movie theaters are now allowing people to come back into movies in character. Because remember, they took that right away from us for a long time because of the things that were happening, and that really struck me too. And just having that perspective of, man, like this is it's dope for that reason too. Like, we are back to some sense of normalcy and having fun in characters and really embracing that. So
It's a freeing opportunity.
yes,
Yeah.
it's super cool. And I love the fact I see, like, my little godniece was dressed in her little Barbie outfit, and she was full glittered out, and her mom and then her grandma. So it was 3 generations of women going to see this movie and like embracing this. And I'm sure it meant different for all of them because she's biracial. So, you're seeing 3 different women probably get 3 different messages from this movie. And I think, again, I'm excited to see it. Like, I'm taking my 11-year-old, like, we're going to go 12, my bad, she's 12, but we're going to go, like,
That's
definitely
awesome.
check it out. So
Well, I think with the message of this overall episode, although we
Yeah.
didn't have one, it kind of formed into be unapologetically you.
yes,
Yeah.
1000%.
And it sounds, almost every topic that we discussed had that basis in
Yeah.
it. And that's what we would challenge you to do
Yes.
here at Kansas City Fashion Week,
For sure.
or at the Fashion Hive, but specifically when attending Kansas City Fashion Week.
Yes.
Be unapologetically you. Show up how you want to show up.
up.
Mom, I know you're going to listen.
Yeah.
Show up in your AC/DC shirt if you want to,
Yeah.
or dress up, whatever you want to do.
Right.
But everyone else, take that opportunity. Maybe you don't have to go out and buy another set of
Yeah.
clothes.
I love clothes
Look
like
in
that.
your closet and figure out what you can wear.
Yeah.
And if not, maybe reach out to some friends that
Have that
wear the
type.
same size as you and
Right.
get a part of their outfit
7-people squad.
library. Yeah,
Yeah.
Their outfit library,
Make sure you get those
outfit
cards.
membership,
Right.
or rent the runway even.
You
but
know what I mean?
that'll be awesome. And again, that's just the tip of the iceberg of where you can kind of plug in as being a guest at one of our Fashion Week shows. And we would love to hear kind of what some of your thoughts are on some of the topics that we talked about today.
Right.
And
Yeah.
And make sure to plug into like our social media with KCFW. Occasionally we'll run specials where you can get those tickets at kind of a discounted rate. So the only way you'll know about it comes in a flash sale. So you just got to follow and tap in to know. So, right? Right, that's-
You can follow us on Instagram at Fashion Hive Podcast.
Yes.
That is our main source. We
Yes.
also have a Facebook page, and we might have some other platforms coming to you soon.
Coming soon.
not Threads.
Not
Unless
Right.
someone else is running it,
Or
not
X.
Threads.
I'm not
X
threading.
in the building. I don't, it's weird.
Well, thank you again. Again,
Yeah.
thank you for your commitment to the team and
Yes.
willingness to drive out here.
Being
Angelica,
amazing.
it has been amazing to have your energy on the show, and I
Yes,
hope that
that's who I
everyone
am.
else can feel the energy.
Yeah.
And again, if you're watching on YouTube, you get to see everything, our
Yeah.
facial reactions,
Yeah.
everything, all of everything that we do.
Us
to
giving
include
each
our clips.
other some razzing a little
Yes,
bit. You know?
yes. And if
Out
you're
of
listening
love.
on Spotify, might go check out that YouTube.
Yeah.
But regardless, share it with a friend, share it with a family member,
Yes.
and we look forward to catching you on the next one.
For sure.
Awesome. Bye.
Bye.